do a little song for you tonight that I wrote several years ago. It kind of talks about when I was leaving home, going out into the world to seek my fortune and my success, as you might say. And it's a song I recorded in the trio album with Linda Ronstadt and Emmylou Harris. But Emmylou and Linda are not here today, but I've asked Bobby and Phyllis to help me sing a little bit on the harmony. They're not on camera, but they're back there in the back. They didn't want to be on camera because their hair wasn't fixed. So anyway, when you hear them, just know they're back there. Anyhow, this is a little song that I called Wildflowers. The hills were alive with wildflowers, and I was as wild, even wilder than they. For at least I could run. They just died in the sun, and I refused to just wither and play. Just a wild mountain rose needing freedom to grow. So I ran, fearing not where I'd go. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they go. And the flowers I knew in the fields where I grew were content to be lost in the crowd. And they were growing too close. I had no room for growth, and I wanted so much to branch out. So I uprooted myself from my home ground and left. Took my dreams and I took to the road. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. Now I grew up fast and wild, and I never felt right in a garden so different from me. I just never belonged. I just longed to be gone. So the garden one day set me free. And I hitched a ride with the wind, and since he was my friend, I just let him decide where we'd go. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. Just a wild rambling rose, seeking mysteries untold. No regrets for the paths that I chose. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. We don't care. Thank you. We can't always both be right. We sometimes disagree. But you've got the right to speak your mind, and it's the same with me. When the anger's at an end and you weren't inside my arms again, all you've got to do to make it right is just touch your woman, touch your woman. Everything's gonna be alright. Touch your woman, touch your woman. Let me know, let me know. traveling man. My mama didn't allow me to go in court, and I'll tell lies, but I reckon I ought. Oh, but she'd have given me the back of her hand, and she'd have seen me with that traveling man. So I tell my mama that I reckon I ought to go to the spring and fetch us some water. What mama didn't know is I had a plan to meet down there with that traveling man. Yeah, and I made plans to run away with that traveling man on Saturday. Well, Saturday's here, and here I stand, and there goes mama with my traveling man. Oh, that traveling man was a two-time lover. Took my love and he took my mother. I didn't know because mama didn't tell me, and I don't understand. Mama running off with my traveling man. And I'm really gonna miss that traveling man. I can see you're disappointed by the way you look at me, and I'm sorry that I'm not the woman you thought I'd be. Yes, I've made my mistakes, but listen and understand, my mistakes are no worse than yours, just because I'm a woman. So when you look at me, don't feel sorry for yourself. Just think of all the shame you might have brought somebody else. You just let me tell you this, then we'll both know where we stand. My mistakes are no worse than yours, just because I'm a woman. Now a man will take a good girl and he'll ruin her reputation. But when he wants to marry, well, now that's a different situation. He'll just walk off and leave her to do the best she can, while he looks for an angel to wear his wedding band. I know that I'm no angel, if that's what you thought you found. I was just a victim of a man that let me down. Yes, I've made my mistakes, but listen and understand, my mistakes are no worse than yours, just because I'm a woman. Oh, my mistakes are no worse than yours, just because I'm a woman. Thank you. Now that tells a true story about one of my most memorable childhood memories. It's a song called The Coat of Many Colors. Back through the years I go wandering once again, back to the seasons of my youth, and I recall a box of rags that someone gave us, and how my mama put the rags to use. There were rags of many colors, but every piece was small, and I didn't have a coat, and it was way down in the fall. Mama sewed the rags together, so in every piece with love she made my coat of many colors that I was so proud of. And as she sewed, she told a story from the Bible she had read about a coat of many colors Joseph wore, and then she said, perhaps this coat will bring you good luck and happiness, and I just couldn't wait to wear it as Mama blessed it with a kiss. My coat of many colors that my Mama made sit for hours as a kid, dangle my feet from an old flat bridge, seeing myself in the water below, shatter my image with the stones I'd throw, shatter my image with the stones I'd throw. A long time gone and a long time ago, when I shattered my image with the stones I'd throw. The world is cruel and people are cold, they shatter my image with the stones they throw, shatter my image with the stones you throw. Well, I'm far from perfect, but I ain't all bad. It hurts me more than it makes me mad. We all do things that we don't want told. We all throw stones that we shouldn't throw. You shatter my image with the stones you throw. A long time gone and a long time ago, when I shattered my image with the stones I throw. The world is cruel and people are cold. You shatter my image with the stones you throw, shatter my image with the stones you throw. If you live in a glass house, don't throw stones, don't shatter my image till you look at your own. Look at your reflection in your house of glass. Don't open my closet if your own's full of trash. Stay out of my closet if your own's full of trash. A long time gone and a long time ago, when I shattered my image with the stones I throw. The world is cruel and people are cold. You shatter my image with the stones you throw, shatter my image with the stones you throw, shatter my image with the stones you throw. Don't shatter my image with the stones you throw, shatter my image with the stones you throw. Don't shatter my image with the stones you throw. Oh, thank you. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try, and no hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people just living for today.
Possession,
Or just imagine no possession.
I wonder if you can.
Oh, I wonder if we even can.
No need for greed or
No
hunger,
need for greed or hunger.
a brotherhood,
Just a brotherhood of man.
imagine all the people, oh, sharing
away. So I'll go, but I know I think of you each step of the way. And I will always love you. I will always love you. Bittersweet memory, that is all I'm taking with me. Goodbye, please don't cry, don't you cry. We both know I'm not what you need, but I will always love you. I will always love you. And I hope life treats you kind. And I hope you have all your dreams. I wish you joy and happiness. But above all this, I wish you love. I will always love you. I will always love you. I will always love you.
Dumb blonde.
Don't try to cry your way out of this. Don't try to lie, or I'll catch you in it. Don't try to make me feel sorry for you. Just because I'm blonde, don't think I'm dumb, 'cause this dumb blonde ain't nobody's fool. When you left, you thought I'd sit, and you thought I'd wait, and you thought I'd cry. You called me a dumb blonde. Well, somehow I lived through it, and know if there's one thing this blonde has learned, blondes have more fun. You flew too high, all across the ground. It's stormy weather and had to come back down. Well, I found new thread for my old spoon. Just because I'm blonde, don't think it's real, 'cause this dumb blonde ain't got nobody fooled. Oh, thank you.
If you're a fan of music or television or movies, then you're definitely a fan of our very special guest.
She is so well known. You only have to say her first name for folks across the country and around the world to smile.
And every song she writes, every song she performs, she makes her very own.
And even surrounded by the glitz and glamour of show business, she never loses that personal touch that makes her seem more like a friend than a star.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is such an honor. Please welcome Dolly Parton.
Yeah!
The gates and doors were barred and all the windows fastened down. I spent the night in sleeplessness and rose at every sound, half in hopeless sorrow and half in fear the day would find the soldiers breaking through to drag us all away. Then just before the sunrise, I heard something at the wall. The gate began to rattle and a voice began to call. So I hurried to the window, I looked down into the streets, expecting swords and torches and the sound of soldiers' feet. But there was no one there but Mary, so I went down to let her in. John stood there beside me as she told me where she'd been. She said they've moved him in the night and none of us knows where. The stone's been rolled away and now his body isn't there. So we both ran toward the garden and John ran on ahead. We found the stone and empty tomb just the way that Mary said. But the winding sheet they wrapped him in was just an empty shell. And how or where they'd taken him was more than I could tell. Oh, but something strange had happened there, just what I did not know. John believed a miracle, but I just turned to go. Circumstance and speculation could lift me very high, 'cause I'd seen them crucify him, and I saw him die. And back inside the house again, the guilt and anguish came. And everything I'd promised him just added to my shame. When at last it came to choices, I denied I knew his name. And even if he was alive, it wouldn't be the same. Then suddenly the air was filled with a strange and sweet perfume, and light that came from everywhere drove shadows from the room. Then Jesus stood before me with his arms held open wide, and I fell down on my knees and I just clung to him and cried. Oh, but then he raised me to my feet, and as I looked into his eyes, the love was shining out from him like sunlight from the skies. Guilt and my confusion disappeared in sweet release, and every fear I'd ever had just melted into peace.
same old way. Then I looked into your eyes and knew today would be a first for me. The day I fall in love.
On the day I fall in love, sky will be a perfect blue, and I'll give my heart forevermore to someone who is just like you. The day I fall in love. People all say love is wonderful,
That the bells will ring, the birds will sing, the skies will open. I wonder where's that great big symphony. I'll be your Beethoven.
roll over Beethoven.
Come and play with me.
Well, whoopee, why not? Here we go.
Just an ordinary day. Started out the same old way. Then I looked into your eyes and knew today would be
A first for me,
a first for me. The day I fall in love. Oh, I know you'll be there. The day I fall in love.
Hey, we got company.
Yeah. Come here,
Missy and
Beethoven.
Beethoven.
Come on back here, yeah. Don't let her leave
We've
that.
gone to the dogs, James.
Well, it's already late.
Come on, Missy.
Oh, hey, what can I say, darling?
How about a hand for the real stars, Missy and Beethoven? If I should stay, I would only be in your way, so I'll go. But I know I'll think of you each step of the way. And I will always love you. Will always love you. Bittersweet memories. That's all I am taking with me. Goodbye. Please don't cry. We both know that I'm not what you need, but I will always love you. Will always love you. And I hope life treats you kind. And I just hope that you'll have all that you ever dreamed of. And I wish you joy and happiness. But above all of this, I wish you love. And I
music tonight, just us, if that's okay with the band. You hold off and we might let you play later, okay? All right. I know it's going to be hard to contain yourself, but just wait just a minute. Okay. Oh, sometimes I go walking through fields where we walked long ago in the sweet used to be. And the flowers still grow, but they don't smell as sweet as they did when you picked them for me. And when I think of you and the love we once knew, how I wish we could go back in time. And do you ever think back on old memories like that? Or do I ever cross your mind? Yeah. Oh, how often I wish that again I could kiss your sweet lips like I did long ago. And how often I long for those two loving arms that once held me so gentle and close. And when I think of you and the love we once knew, how I wish we could go back in time. And do you ever think back on old memories like that? Or do I ever cross your mind? When old memories appear, my eyes won't stay clear. When I think of those happier times, and do you ever recall these old memories at all? Or do I ever cross your mind? Or do I ever cross your You're going to help us out. Everybody clap your hands. Band, you can sing. Anita, you can join in with us. Strings, horns, anybody can help us if they want to. Come on, let me hear what you can do out there. I told you you was going to be a star. Oh, how often I wish that it then I could kiss your sweet lips like I did long ago. Okay, you sure you want to try this? I'm going to embarrass you real bad. You're not going to look good with the folks back home, but that's okay. Blame it on me, all right? Well, sometimes I go walk in the fields where the walk will go and the sweet used to be, and the flowers to grow, but they don't smell as sweet as they did when you think of me. When I think of you, and I wish you, how I wish we could go back in time. And do you ever think back on the memories like that? Or do I ever cross your mind? Thank you, thank you. I tumbled out of bed and I stumbled.
Love is like a butterfly, as soft and gentle as a sigh. The multicolored moods of love are like its satin wings. Love makes your heart feel strange inside. It flutters like soft wings in flight. Love is like a butterfly, a rare and gentle thing. Now I feel it when you're with me. It happens when you kiss me. That rare and gentle feeling that I feel inside. Your touch is soft and gentle. Your kiss is warm and tender. Whenever I am with you, I think of butterflies. Love is like a butterfly. The multicolored moods of love are like its satin wings. Love makes your heart feel strange inside. It flutters like soft wings in flight. Love is like a butterfly, a rare and gentle thing. Your laughter brings me sunshine, and every day is springtime. And I am only happy when you are by my side. How precious is this love we share, how very precious, sweet and rare. Together we belong like daffodils and butterflies. Love is like a butterfly, as soft and gentle as a sigh. The multicolored moods of love are like its satin wings. Love makes your heart feel strange inside. It flutters like soft wings in flight. Love is like a butterfly, a rare and gentle thing. Love is like a butterfly, a rare and gentle thing.
Well, hello, everybody. Wow. When I saw that WOW, I thought that stood for Weird Old Women. I guess it does in my case. I just turned 75 a few weeks ago, and I guess I should be depressed about that, but I'm not. Well, maybe just a little. Anyway, it is truly an honor for me to be with you tonight for the Women of Wonder 2021 Virtual Gala. Now, I know your message is that whole health must include mental health. And tonight's honorees, Nancy Glazier and Vicki Goodman, truly exemplify that important message. Now, I'm often told that I always look so happy, but to be honest, that's the Botox. Well, not all of it. Some of it is, though. But seriously, we all experience moments of anxiety or depression at one time or another. And I believe that it's how we handle those moments that ultimately defines us. Now, I want to thank my friends, Andrea and Peter Roth, for inviting me to be with you tonight. And I'd like to dedicate the song I'm going to sing to everyone at UCLA for providing such an incredible service to the mental health of our world. But before I sing the song, I want to tell you why, when, and where I wrote it. Now, back in the early 70s, I was trying to leave a show that I had been a part of for several years, and I wanted to go out on my own. But the fella I was working with, he was having none of it. And I just remember at the time feeling so sad and depressed, And over a long period of time, actually. And certainly when I was trying to really break away, it was very, very hard. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't think straight. But through much prayer and the support of friends, I finally stood my ground and I walked away. And on my way home, I wrote this song, and I hope that it'll lift you up like it did me. Now, after I'm finished with this song, I got to get out of here because this ain't my only job. Anyway, this is a song called Light of a Clear Blue Morning.
It's been a long, dark night, and I've been waiting for the morning. It's been a long, hard fight, but I see a brand new day dawning. I've been looking for the sunshine, 'cause I ain't seen it in so long. But everything's gonna work out just fine, and everything's gonna be alright. It's been all wrong, 'cause I can see the light of a clear blue morning. I can see the light of a brand new day. I can see the light of a clear blue morning. And everything's gonna be alright, it's gonna be okay. It's been a long, long time since I've known the taste of freedom, and those clinging vines that had me bound, well, I don't need them. I've been like a captured eagle. You know, an eagle's born to fly. And now that I have won my freedom, like an eagle, I am eager for the sky. And I can see the light of a clear blue morning. I can see the light of a brand new day. I can see the light of a clear blue morning. And everything's gonna be alright, it's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be alright, it's gonna be okay. If my love is true and I'm satisfied, I wish I knew a way to show you I'm forever yours. Is that my part or yours? For the rest of mine now, ain't it? I cross my heart and hope to die. I'll always be here by your side. My love grows strong as the time goes by. Cross my heart and hope to die. I just did that 'cause I didn't have nothing else to do. Did I do it?
On all those nights we're not together, you're in my heart and you're on my mind. You're like a part of me that's missing. I cross my heart and hope to die.
Can I sing now? Okay. I cross my heart
had to get back on somewhere. Oh, thank you. I got a big hand for the band, Orange Blossom Special and Doolin Banjo. Isn't that easy? Well, I never could dance, but I think like all people I always wanted to. When I was a teenager, when Elvis Presley first came on the scene, you know how everybody just was freaking out over Elvis. He was the sexiest thing I'd ever seen in my life. Of course, we didn't have a television when Elvis came out, but there was an old lady who lived down the road a good ways from us. And me and a bunch of my sisters, some of my girlfriends, sneaked off from home. We knew we was going to get in trouble because they didn't want us to see all this sexy stuff, and they didn't want us slipping off from home. But I remember, I don't know when you folks first saw Elvis on television, but there was a show called The Ed Sullivan Show back home, and he was the first one that had the Beatles on, and he had all the famous groups that would, you know, come out, and he kind of really set a lot of trends in television there. But on this particular occasion, when Elvis was just the hottest thing going, they wouldn't let him show him from the waist down because all the, you know, the Elvis the pelvis stuff, you know. So they shot him from the waist up. But they thought that kept us from seeing it in our minds, not us girls. I saw that night after night after night. I knew exactly what he was doing. But anyway, so after I saw him once, all those homely, hairy-legged boys back home just never held that much fascination to me after that. So, so I went back home, and I'd get up on the hill above the barnyard, and I'd pretend like I was Elvis. I'd thought about Elvis had he been a woman, especially one like me. If I'd been on television, they'd have shot me from the neck up back then, right? Well, anyhow, this is sort of how I used to entertain them chickens and hogs and stuff, and this is sort of how I looked. God knows I ain't no Elvis. There never will be another one, but I just thought this might be fun, and he might be watching us. He might get a kick out of it. So this is how I pictured Elvis back then, if he'd have been a girl. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Don't join me now. I've got a little number I'd like to do for you tonight, but before I do, I want to make sure I got a few things working. Make sure I got all listened in. Okay. Make sure. Oh, good grief, if we get these to roll, we're going to be here a week. Yes, that's okay. Above all else, I think I need to see if I can get my lip working. You folks on the balcony and in the back, you can't see this. Come back to my dressing room after the show. I'll do it for you up close. Okay, boys. I think I'm ready. Well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting wild as a buck. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Hey, hey, hey. Well, my hands are shaking and my knees are weak. I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. But who do you think women have such love in love? I'm all shook up. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, please don't ask me what's on my mind. I'm a little mixed up, but I'm feeling fine. When you were the boy that I love best, my heart beats so it scares me to death. When you touch my hand, I won't see light. It's a lie, I got the candle that's hot. I'm trying to say that he's not right.
You know, in every kid's life, there's always a pet, and usually it's a puppy dog. And I'd like to do a song for you now about a little puppy dog that I had when I was growing up. And its name was Cracker Jack. Here's the story. Once I had a little dog, I named him Cracker Jack. He had a spot around one eye that looked just like a patch. His legs were way too long, and he was awkward as could be. Why, he wasn't much to look at, but he looked all right to me. I'd found him by the riverbank, just wandering about. He was cold and hungry, and his ribs were sticking out. I snapped my fingers, whistled when he came. I picked him up. Of course, I was just a kid, and Cracker Jack was just a pup. So I took him home and fed him till he couldn't eat no more. And I took him to my room and put a blanket on the floor. After that, beside my bed is where he'd always sleep. And each night in my prayers, I'd pray the Lord his soul to keep. Cracker Jack, the best friend that I ever had was Cracker Jack. But he was more than that, a playmate, a companion. He was love and understanding. That was Cracker Jack. The best friend that I ever had was Cracker Jack. But he was more than that. Why, everything a kid could want, I had in Cracker Jack. The old Cracker Jack would run to meet me after school each day. And he'd jump and wag his tail and look at me as if to say, I love you and I missed you and I'm glad you're home again. Now I knew just how he felt, 'cause me and Cracker Jack was friends. And through the woods and fields we would often roam about. And when we got in trouble, we would help each other out. Why, I could run almost as fast as Cracker Jack could run. We had a lot in common, and we had a lot of fun. He was always with me when I was growing up. We shared each other's good times, and we shared each other's love. He only lives in memory now, but often I think back to the days of childhood, the days of Cracker Jack. Cracker Jack, the best friend that I ever had was Cracker Jack. But he was more than that, a playmate, a companion. He was love and understanding. That was Cracker Jack. The best friend that I ever had was Cracker Jack. But he was more than that. Why, everything a kid could want, I had in Cracker Jack. In Cracker Jack. Come on, boy. Thank you.
It'll be some better.
Blue Spanish eyes
Teardrops are falling from your Spanish eye.
No, I'm supposed to cry, right? Okay. Please. Oh, please, don't you cry.
Well, this is supposed to be serious.
I know that it is, senor, but this is just adios, and I swear that it don't mean goodbye.
Well, I'm going to sing mine straight.
Yeah, do.
Soon I'll return, bringing you all the love your heart can hold. Quick, say si, si.
Si, senor.
Say you and your Spanish eyes will wait for me.
That's pretty good.
You see.
So much for that. Well, way back in history, 3,000 years, or really ever since time began, there's been a whole lot of women shedding a whole lot of tears over a brown-eyed handsome man.
That's what the trouble was, a brown-eyed handsome man. A brown-eyed handsome man.
Let's get serious. This one's too pretty to mess up. In
The twilight glow I see you, blue eyes crying in the rain. When we kissed goodbye and parted, I knew we'd never meet again.
love is like a dying ember.
Don't let memories remain, and through the ages I'll remember blue eyes crying in the rain. Hey, hey, hey.
We'd get up before sunup to get the work done up. We'd work in the fields till the sun had gone down. And we've stood and we've cried as we've helplessly watched a hailstorm beating our crops to the ground. We've gone to bed hungry many nights in the past, in the good old days when times were bad. No amount of money could buy from me the memories that I have of them. No amount of money could pay me to go back, live through it again. I've seen Daddy's hands break open and bleed, and I've seen him work till he's stiff as a board. And I've seen Mama lay and suffer in sickness, in need of a doctor we couldn't afford. Anything at all was more than we had in the good old days when times were bad. We've got up before and found ice on the floor where the wind would blow snow through the cracks in the wall. And I couldn't enjoy then having a boyfriend. I had nothing decent to wear at all. So I longed for a love that I never had in the good old days when times were bad. No amount of money could buy in the good old days when times were bad. I've never walked through the doors of a barroom or tasted the flavor of wine, and I've never danced to the songs on a jukebox or held someone that wasn't mine. But there's always a first time, and if you don't change, then I think the first time can be arranged, can be arranged. Now I've never dressed for the eyes of a stranger to sow seeds of lust in his mind, and I never walked down that road of temptation to leave dirty footprints behind. But there's always a first time, and if you don't change, then I think the first time can be arranged, can be arranged, can be arranged. Thank you.
It's also a true story from my childhood. Back through the years I go wandering once again, back to the seasons of my youth, and I recall a box of eggs that someone gave us, and how my mama put the eggs to use. There were eggs of many colors, but every piece was small, and I didn't have a coat, and it was way down in the fall. Mama sewed the eggs together, sewing every piece with love. She made my coat of many colors that I was so proud of. And while she sewed, she told a story from the Bible she had read about a coat of many colors Joseph wore, and then she said, I hope this coat will bring you good luck and happiness. And I just couldn't wait to wear it, and Mama blessed it with a kiss. My coat of many colors that my mama made for me, made only from rags, but I wore it so proudly. Although we had no money, I was rich as I could be in my coat of many colors Mama made for me. So with patches on my breeches, holes in both my shoes, in my coat of many colors, I hurried off to school, just to find the others laughing and making fun of me and my coat of many colors that Mama made for me. Though I couldn't understand that, 'cause I thought I was rich, and then I told him of the love my mama sewed in every stitch. And then I told him all the story that Mama told me while she sewed, and why my coat of many colors was worth more than all their clothes. They didn't understand it, and I tried to make them see one is only poor only if you choose to be. It is true we had no money, but I was rich as I could be in my coat of many colors Mama made for me, made just for me.
So you found someone else, now you're going to leave. Did she tell you I don't love you? Did you really believe? On the floor by the door, I'll be down on my knees, for the only way out is to walk over me. Now you don't hear and you don't feel, but I know you can see. And just to prove how I love you, I'll crawl at your feet. Just look down at the ground where your footprints will be, 'cause the only way out is to walk over me. You have put me just as low as anyone ought to go, but I lay down beside what's left of my pride. If you go, then you'll know, 'cause you can't help but see